News, a major meeting about vaccines in the U.S. Advisors for the CDC voting to change the recommendations for one childhood vaccine and postpone a vote about another. Joining us now, Dr. Scott Hadlin, Chief of Adolescent Medicine at Mass General Brigham for Children. Dr. Hadlin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Dr. Hadlin, let's start with the shots that protect children from measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox. I've mentioned this before. I'm guessing you can join this group. We all had chickenpox as a kid. Kids don't get it today because of this vaccine. So what does this panel want doctors to do differently?
Well, that's right. So, the measles, mumps, and rubella, or MMR vaccine, is safe and effective, has been around for a long time, and is very commonly used. There's also the chickenpox vaccine, or the varicella vaccine, that has also been around for many years, is safe and effective. And recognizing that some parents wanted to minimize the number of vaccines that a child gets at the same time, so rather than getting, say, 2 shots, what has happened is has been this formulation called the MMRV vaccine, which is a combination of all of these vaccines together. And so what has happened is that the CDC has voted now to eliminate this shot, to make this shot no longer one that is recommended under the age of 4. These vaccines, MMR and the varicella vaccine, separate, are very safe, and actually what the vast majority of children in this country receive and will continue to receive. But I worry because this panel's recommendation and the changing might leave some families to believe that these vaccines separately are not safe, when very much they are. They're safe and effective.
So it muddies the waters.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, it confuses people, you're saying. So what happens next? This was the recommendation. What happens from here?
Right. So this comes from a brand new vaccine advisory committee that's been assembled at the CDC that actually includes many people who have different views. Some have sort of stated that numerous of them are more skeptical of vaccines than the previous panel that existed. This panel's recommendation is now going to go to the new acting CDC director, Jim O'Neill, for approval. Recall that there was a different director of the CDC, Dr. Susan Minares, who was in the position for less than a month and was recently removed from that position.
All right, Dr. Hadlin, as you know, Governor Maura Healey here in Massachusetts has said this state and many other states in New England and the Northeast will make their own decisions about vaccine policy. So does that mean that whatever the CDC decides here, it won't actually matter as a practical matter on the ground in Massachusetts?
Right. Yeah. So the issue is that the CDC's recommendation is usually the one that insurers listen to, meaning that vaccines are covered by insurance companies when they're in line with the CDC's recommendations. And so Governor Healey has, I think, appropriately stepped in and said, we want to make sure that here in the state of Massachusetts, that vaccines are covered when families want them, that insurers need to cover the cost of these vaccines and allow families to have access to them. And so in that sense, yes, families will continue to have access to vaccines. They will be covered. What is tricky about the current time, though, is that this sort of chaos that is occurring and this revisiting of what has been established science around these very safe and effective vaccines is, I think, going to leave some families scratching their heads. And so this guidance from the state is going to be really important to help clarify.
All right.
Okay. Dr. Hadlin, thanks as always for being with us.
Thank you.